All right, so the first principle that we are going to discuss around tokenomics is around coordination. Now, I would ask that why do we need tokens? Why do we need something? Why do we need to add tokens to a product? So we've got a successful Web 3.0 product running, a blockchain-based project running, and we've got thousands of millions of users. Why do we need to add a token into that ecosystem, or why do we need to inject a token into a product that's successfully running? Now, you could have token injected at different stages of the product lifecycle. We'll talk about that shortly. And we'll talk about what is the right timing to introduce a token. Is the timing at the start of the project? What does that mean? Is the timing in the middle of the project? What does that mean? Is the timing towards another stage of the project and a particular milestone? And what does that mean? But that's a separate topic. Right now, what we're talking about and trying to relate that with the timing is that what does a token really do in your product? So you've got a product, people are using it, it's running, you've got a mature product. Why would you want to inject token into that product? Or let's say you have no product at all and you need to start with tokens. So why do you need to start with tokens and then go on to build your product using those tokens or ICOs, for example? Um, or you've got now thousands of users in your ecosystem and you want to inject tokens to solve something. So tokens basically one of the primary principles or one of the fundamental principles that we use tokens, be it any stage of the project, be it at the start of the project, be it at the mid of the project, be it at any particular milestone of the project. The reason that you inject the whole concept of tokens in your ecosystem, one of the foremost reason is to solve coordination problems. Now, what do I mean by coordination problems? So let's take a real world economy. You have money, you've got fiat money. So if I have to buy a product from somebody because I need that product, I have to pay fiat. That person takes fiat from me and hands me over that product. Everything that happens in a marketplace, in your economy, revolves around somebody exchanging some form of value. Let's say you're driving on the road and you've got your driver's license. And if you break a signal, you get demerits on your driver's license. So you are disincentivized if you break the rules of the system. And if you continue following the rules of the system, you have your incentives, you can continue to drive, and you get all the facilities as a driver to drive within that ecosystem. So the concept of tokens, the concept of incentives, and the concept of disincentives basically revolves around this whole coordination problem. What you are doing by introducing a token in your ecosystem is that you're helping people to coordinate using these tokens. You encourage good behavior by giving more tokens, and you discourage bad behavior by either taking away the tokens that are being stocked or by penalizing that particular agent with some activity that takes away his tokens. So basically, with tokens or with tokenomics, you are solving a coordination problem in Web 3.0 systems. Which actually brings me to the next point, that using these coordination mechanisms, using these token structures, you basically align people. You let them co-create, you let them co-govern, and you let them co-own your ecosystem. Understand that Web 3.0 are decentralized environments. Unlike Web 2.0, for example, you've got Uber, or you've got your Airbnbs, or you can take any of these applications that are running on Web 2.0 environments, right? These Web 2.0 environments, they have a way of controlling user behavior. You've got to follow the process of how the software or the app takes you and then takes you in the system and then takes you out of the system. So you have to follow that particular process. What do you do in a decentralized Web 3.0 environment? where everything is decentralized and you've got to coordinate these multiple participants in a decentralized organization, or in a DAO, for example. This is where you need tokens to coordinate, to align, to co-create, to co-govern, to co-own, to create that sense of ownership amongst the people, that they are the owners, the regulators, the rule makers, the rule breakers of that system. And all that happens using tokens.